Hey, Gunslinger Nation, welcome back. We've got another deep dive into Assassin's Creed Shadows. This time, the controversy is around the game's dual protagonist, Nawe and Yasuke. Ubisoft says players won't miss out if they largely ignore one character. But let's be real. Fans aren't buying it. They're not just frustrated, they're outright planning to skip this game. This isn't a minor misstep. It's a desperate plea to salvage a game they know is in for a disastrous turn unless there's a miracle. So, let's break it all down. Ubisoft's creative director, Jonathan Dumont, has tried to calm fans by saying they won't be forced to play as both protagonists in Shadows. But how do you completely ignore a protagonist if you're required to play them at all? That just doesn't make sense. Sounds like a last-ditch effort to salvage a mess of a game. The game features two protagonists, a stealthy Nawe and a brute force Yasuke. Dumont claims players won't have to balance the two. But here's the problem. Even if you don't want to play as Yasuke, you'll still be forced to. We've seen games like this before. Remember Spider-Man? Fans hated the 5 to 10% of the game where they had to play as Mary Jane. In Spider-Man 2, they doubled down on it and increased her missions and added a Haley mission where you're playing as a deaf girl. If people hated it the first time, why would you make it worse? Plus, let's be honest, there will all probably be trophies and achievements tied to Yasuke's storyline, which means the people that are completionists that want to get all the trophies and get 100% completion on the game won't have a choice. Saying players can mostly ignore one protagonist is meaningless when the game forces you to engage with both anyway. Nawe's playstyle is all about stealth, like classic Assassin's Creed games, but Yasuke, he charges into battle head on. That completely contradicts what the series is supposed to be about. It's called Assassin's Creed for a reason. Assassins don't rush into battle like warriors. They use stealth, they use precision, they use planning. They study their targets. So why is Yasuke in this game at all? And don't even get me started on the comparisons that people they're trying to make with Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Those games aren't even about assassins. Odyssey took place before Origins, and Origins took place at the turn of the millennium, right around the time of ancient Egypt. And Origins was about the inception of the assassins. Bayek actually started using stealth instead of charging head first into battle, because he learned it from his wife, who was the descendant of the main protagonist from Odyssey. Odyssey was completely different from all the rest. In Valhalla, Ivor wasn't even an assassin. He was just a Viking that happened to befriend some assassins who learned a few tricks from the assassins. So comparing Yasuke to those games just proves Shadows is another outlier in this series, not a return to form. Because honestly, these games that they're talking about, Odyssey, took place 4,000 years ago. Origins took place probably about 2,000 years ago or so, give or take. Then Valhalla took place in the 1300s. Now, this game, which is supposed to be based in feudal Japan, which is between the 15 and the 1700s, it doesn't make sense. Their excuses don't make sense. And if you thought this was just a minor issue, think again. Ubisoft's historical and cultural missteps are stacking up, from inaccurate depictions of Japan's seasons and rice farming, to using torii gates in the wrong context of entering villages and whatnot. They've really dropped the ball here. Fans are beyond frustrated. Why does the protagonist Yasuke go around killing Japanese people in feudal Japan when historically that would have never happened? The reality is Yasuke was never a samurai, he was a servant. The whole legendary samurai narrative is something people made up and Ubisoft ran with it. This isn't just bending history for the sake of storytelling, it's flat out rewriting. And I think it's hilarious. Everybody's crying about Resident Evil 5, where a white guy was in Africa killing black zombies, and everybody's crying racism, but a black man killing Asians in Japan isn't racist. I'm sorry, racist is racist, and that's just as racist as the other. I'm gonna call it for what it is. And if people get mad at me for saying that that's both of them are racist, killing people is killing people, and whether it's racist or not. So there is that point. So Ubisoft knows they're in trouble. Their market value has dropped from $12 billion in 2021 to $1.78 billion in 2025. They've got over $2 billion in debt, and Shadow needs to be a massive success to save them. But with the backlash piling up, it is looking more and more like a disaster waiting to happen. Each delay costs them more money. The game was first set for November 2024, then February 2025, and now March 2025. They say the extra time is for gameplay quality and so on, but what are they really fixing? They won't even give us a straight answer. All they're doing is making excuses. Instead, they're trying to avoid competing with Master Hunt Wilds and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but a delay won't erase the controversies. And speaking of March 2020, here's a PR nightmare. Ubisoft picked the 30th anniversary of the Tokyo subway siren attack, Japan's worst modern terrorist incident, as their new release date. So what do you think? Is Assassin's Creed Shadows doomed before it even launches? Will Ubisoft make it out of 2025 intact, or is this game going to be their downfall? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, keep gaming strong, and remember to keep your eyes sharp and your aim true. I'll see y'all next time.